Hey everyone, it's Renee with True Path, and welcome to an edition of Connected Parenting. This is where we just talk about parenting, whatever wants to come out, whatever spirit wants you to know. This is for whoever needs to hear it, whoever comes across it. If you're struggling with parenting right now, if you need some guidance. So I take my years of experience working with parents in my regular job and my experience raising my two grown children and combine that with whatever spirit wants us to know. So I pull 3 oracle cards, and that kind of guides the discussion about parenting and what might be helpful for you. So let's just see what comes out. So I'll pull 3 cards and we'll get into it. All right, what do you guys need to know? Round and round. What else? So that's usually about patterns or getting stuck in a certain behavior. Ourselves as parents, or maybe we're talking about kids getting stuck. Deserving. And one more. So this could be patterns about self-worth, beliefs that we have about ourselves. Let's see. And cat spirit, claim your independence. Okay. All right, so what's coming through is one message is about kids who are about to launch out on their own and how to be okay with that. Going through that transition is really difficult. And starting to claim a life for yourself as your kids move on to their own lives, whether they're just older teens or moving into young adulthood. It kind of makes us face ourselves and look at, so what have I been longing to do? If you've spent all your time, looking after your kids and running around with them and taking them everywhere, taking them to sports, putting all your energy into them, and now that they're off more on their own, it's kind of forcing you to take a look at, okay, what do I want? What do I want to do now? And that can be a difficult transition because it really puts us up to a mirror and makes us have a good look at ourselves and where we have maybe been neglecting ourselves, not taking care of ourselves, and not really living up to our full potential as an individual. And that can be a little disheartening at first when you have a look at it, because you've been so distracted, so busy looking after your children, which is, understandable and what you're meant to do, but you're also meant to look after yourself and prioritize your own needs as well. And a lot of us have a hard time doing that. Sometimes we can use parenting as an excuse to not put ourselves first because maybe we deep down don't feel like we deserve to be put first, or that was a message that we've been given, when we were younger, is that we're not a priority, or we're supposed to be in the background and not be seen. But this might be the time in your life when you're actually almost forced to face that old thinking pattern. And now's the time to really take a look at, what do you want? What do you want to do with the rest of your life? I mean, if your kids are moving out, depending on what age you are, you have a whole life ahead of you still. Kids still need you, older teens obviously, and young adults still need you to be their parent. But you do have more time to really dive into some interests that maybe you've been putting on the back burner. And so it can be an exciting time too. It can be a confusing time of like, oh, I don't even know what I want to do. But it can also be an exciting time of exploring, like, what was I interested in before I had kids? What did I actually do for fun? And maybe I can look into those things again. And your interests will change over time, right? As you grow, like going through parenthood, you've become a different person. You've learned so much, and you've learned so much about yourself and the world. And so it is like opening up a brand new perspective. And that can be really exciting. It can be daunting, but exciting at the same time. So it's time to claim your independence. Look after yourself a little bit here, because you do deserve it. You do deserve to make yourself a priority. And that's something that can get lost. The other thing is, you want to model that for your kids, right? Kids feel great when they see parents happy, fulfilled, going, diving deep into their own interests. It inspires them, and it can be an example for them. So it is important. It's important to have a look at how do you want to be truly fulfilled just for yourself? Just something that's purely for you and taking care of you, because you do deserve that, and it is necessary, right? And it is, like I said, it's being a model for your kids. So have a look at what thought patterns might have been holding you back in the past about not putting yourself first, and where that comes from. How can you dive deep into that and clear out those thought patterns to remember how important you are and deserving you are of happiness. So it's time, if your kids are older, I mean, even if they're young too, you need stuff for yourself too. You need to take care of yourself. You have to have your own interests. It's really, really important for your happiness, for your mental health, to have something just for you. So where in your life can you expand on that a little bit? Take a little more time out just for you, to develop a talent or a skill or a hobby, something creative. You deserve to put that time in for yourself. Okay, I hope that message was helpful for you. And if it was, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, have a great week.